Thank you very much. And Arlene is very right. We are in a war, the war of our lives. I am late because I was at Bowen School where the CAO is meeting to tell our teachers that they don't have jobs. And they don't know what they're going to do. They don't know where they're going to be next year. And it's interesting that he said to me, oh, well, it's about children. So if it's about children, then you take care of the people who are taking care of the children. That's the way we do that. But the whole demonization factor, I also work with a group of 1,259 coaches that were fired last year. And these were teachers who were in their classrooms and were asked by CPS, because they were such wonderful teachers, to step out and model instruction for the other teachers in the school. So when Huberman came in, because they were out of the classroom and under a classification called, quote, citywide. Now, these were superior teachers who had been mentoring teachers in their buildings. Some of them mentored 25 schools. They were terminated as of June 15th last year. They had no health insurance. 3 of our teachers, young teachers in their 40s, passed away during this time because they didn't have insurance and they had illnesses. A couple of them had cancer and they could no longer continue the kind of treatment that they were getting. So this is, I mean, we have teachers. I've done foreclosure seminars with them. After about a year of being off, well, of course, you know, they've lost everything. We're talking about thousands of teachers. And the only justification for this is that these are people who worked their entire life, gave service to the children of Chicago, and find themselves, after 20 years of service, making, quote, too much money. So I thought about the Walmart model, which is what they're trying to make our profession. Just come in, work a few years, work 5 years, and get out. CPS has not paid into our pension since 2007. So the pension board has to sue them. Every single thing we do, they violate everything in our contract. Just little things that you would think they would say, okay, we end up in court. I mean, this is the war of our life, and it is changing the fabric of American society, where their equity and justice and trust is gone. Now, you're taking people who originally were the ones who promoted the status quo. And now you have those people not believing in anything. It is so un-American. And those of us who grew up with values, and we grew up with morality and ethics and what's right and wrong, we've learned that that's not part of the game anymore. So some of the things we're doing tomorrow, we're having an action at Cityfront Plaza. And 3 unions are coming together, and we plan to march downtown for our rights, for public workers' rights. We paired with several other unions, and we keep, our caucus is a little bit different because, I mean, we're warriors, and this is the reason why CPS is so angry. People are going to stand up for what's right. We will fight for our members, and our members will learn how to fight for themselves under our leadership. So I'm asking everyone here, because I listened this morning, the governor passed the Senate Bill 7. Well, we had hoped he would pass the trailer bill, which amends Senate Bill 7, Senate Bill 1197 first. And we're waiting on him to sign that because the language in Senate Bill 7 is really violating our collective bargaining rights. So I heard Rahm Emanuel went down and, tried to get him to go ahead and sign it. We're asking everyone to call the governor. This bill is sitting on his desk, Senate Bill 1197, which is the trailer bill to Senate Bill 7. We have Senate Bill 620, which is the Facilities Task Force bill. We are trying to stop these horrible consolidations, closings, turnaround. I mean, it is the most insane stuff. And I just thank God that my 4 children, my daughter just graduated from college, probably never would have if she hadn't got out of there before they started this nonsense of destabilizing our neighborhood students. We have an action at South Shore on Friday where Brizard is coming to talk. I want you to hear the story of South Shore just briefly. Now, we had 1,200 students at South Shore who sat in a dilapidated, broken down school that you wouldn't even want I wouldn't even say animal, because you wouldn't put your animal in that kind of situation. But these are poor, at-risk children. And they suffered through this dilapidated building, mold, rats, roaches, filth, for all of the time that they were in high school. So you can imagine how excited they were when they found out we're getting this beautiful building. Well, I live in South Shore, and I kind of like went around. I would come and I said, there's no way they're going to let those children enjoy this building. And I was right. The students at South Shore have been told that they're not, well, basically good enough, that's what they feel, to go into this brand new building. We have got, now the building was designed as a replacement school. So this is not just a war for teachers. This is for our children who are being messed around by CPS. Now, this replacement building, which replaced the old building, that's what everyone thought originally. But when it came time to move into the school, they told the children they couldn't come. So what are they going to do with 900 students? They're going to take them. They have 2 old buildings. One they're going to knock down. Now, the original South Shore building that's hundreds of years old, so you can imagine what condition it's in, that's where the 900 students have to go. Now, these students have to look outside their window and watch as 300 other more acceptable students go into the new building. Students that never sat in a dilapidated building, never were promised. These children were part of the design team that designed this building. I just don't understand what in the world is going on. I mean, how can we accept something like this happening to our students? And I have told them that in 3 years, you think it's bad now. When these children find out, because they're already upset, but they don't have as much power as they will. Now, if you don't stand up for these children, they're going to come back and get you. Now, I mean this because the anger is there, the injustice, and how dare we do this in the name of helping children. So on Friday, Brizard is coming to South Shore, and here's the joke. The children are out at 10 o'clock. The teachers leave at 12. He wants to meet with everyone at 3 o'clock. Well, we plan to be there. We plan to be there with as many people as we can, confronting Mr. Brizard and telling him that we are not going to take the abuse of our children. I don't care how you pretty it up. It is wrong. So we're fighting for our teachers. We're fighting for our students. We're fighting for our entire school community. Because it's about that. All of these privateers who are coming in making $250,000, we don't need you. It's about us. It's about our teachers and our students. Where did you come from? So we have all of these literally bloodsuckers making money off of children, pretending to help them. And on a last note, as I left Bowen, the LSC president called me today and said, you know, they told the children that the parents are the problem. The children, now you're going to sink that low So the CAO is telling the children, oh, your parents are causing problems. Because they want, of course, the parents are looking out for their children. And so now they're blaming. So it's a divide and conquer game. Everything these people talked about, I sat there and I said, wow, the same thing over and over and over again. So I've gotten my curtain call, and I'm ready to close out. Thank you.